Hello everyone, and welcome back to another model railway review from Class 47 Peter. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a new release model that I've been looking forward to and excited for a while now, and it's the Oxford Rail Howitzer Railgun Gladiator, which has not long just been released. It was released last week, which is the previous week before this week when I'm doing the filming of this video. And I received this in the post before the weekend, but because of going to Trinity Valley Railway for their Winter Steam Gala and saving the battery up for then, I didn't film the review on this straight away. So I left it for a while, but I'm now doing the review on it, as I'm now just getting around to doing that. And I've not had this model out of the box yet, so I'm very much looking forward to this. So upon removing the outer sleeve of the box, this model comes in the, as you can see, the plastic ice cube packaging in this card tray. So once the plastic packaging has been removed from the tray and the outer plastic sleeve has been removed, there is a little detail pack in here which comes with a single vacuum pipe. So upon removal from the box, you can see that this thing is a Goliath. It really is a big piece of rolling stock, this, and it's also very heavy, because there is a lot of weight in this, which surprised me for a piece of rolling stock. Now this model also has a lot of detail on it as well, such as all the rivets. You can see all the rivets on the panels there on the side of the wagon, as you can see, but there's also rivets on the bogies as well, and these parts underneath as well, as you can see, and there's also rivets on the top as well. And that's not just all, these crane arms also have rivets on them as well, so it's covered with rivets, this model is, which adds to the detail. And again, that's prototypical because they did have a lot of rivets on them as well. And all the rivets, they really do add to the detail. On the crane arms, you can see the hooks there, as you can see. Now, the crane arms don't move. They are left in place as they are, which that's fine, I don't mind. To be honest, because I mean, it won't really be, even if they did move around, as nice as a feature it would have been, I wouldn't really have been using the cranes anyway on here. So they're fine, just have them as static. You've also got these handrails as well, which are very fine. I believe they might be made out of engineering plastic. I think, could be wrong, but they do look to be fragile though, so do be careful with them. We have some more separately fitted handrails as well, on this end of the wagon as well. Now the gun itself, or I suppose you could call it a cannon, it does actually move. You can actually have it facing up. As you can see, like that. And that is a nice feature, although I think, to be honest, if I run it on the layout with the gun facing up like this, it will probably clash with the signal gantry and the bridges and the tunnels I have. But you know, that's totally fine, because it would only be raised while it was being used, when it was in battle. When it was being transported, it would be lowered like this. But the detail on the gun itself, I mean, just look at this bit on the end here. You've got that door where it opens up to put the ammunition inside. I mean, look at that little wheel there as well to open it up. There's even some nice little bit of rivet detail there as well. There's a lot of detail on the bogies as well, such as the axle boxes and the springs. And again, that little wheel there. And there are some rivets on the bogies as well, at the tops on the bogies. This model also has the NEM pockets, and it's fitted with the slim tension lock couplings, as you can see. We've also got metal buffers as well. They're not sprung loaded, but I wouldn't really expect them to be, but they do look nice anyway because they're metal. We've also got a dummy coupling hook on the model as well, and also we've got separately fitted chains on the buffer beam as well, as you can see there. We've also got these separately fitted ladders on the sides of the model, and also this separately fitted pipework running across the sides there, and that does look fantastic. You've also got this bit of detail here just underneath the gun there. You can see that that detail there, that's actually been made using string, and that just looks fantastic, that does. The livery has been very nice and evenly applied, and they've got a very nice shade of green as well. There's no errors in the paint. It's, like I say, it's been very nice and evenly applied, and it does look very nice. We've also got this little wheel there as well, as you can see, and again that's been separately fitted. I mean, the amount of detail that this model has, I'm just blown away by it. Okay, so the railgun is being pulled around the layout by the ROD Mogul in the khaki livery. And you can see that that wagon does run very smoothly. And I've got this bombing around the layout at a high speed, by the way, just at a nice low speed. And the Mogul is able to cope as well, pulling this wagon around the layout. I mean, that railgun, it does look majestic running along the line, doesn't it? And it also goes round corners very well. As you can see there, so you can negotiate around the corners with no problems at all. Now, there is one thing I do want to talk about with this model. I have had a problem with it, and it concerns these detail parts here, which I believe they are called footplates, I think. They might not be, but it's these parts here. I have had problems with these catching on certain areas on the layout. They would catch on the side of the platforms there, on this platform, and so what I had to do was I had to bend them slightly upwards for them to avoid hitting the platform sides. Also, that line side cabinet there, you'll remember that I was facing forwards with the doors facing the cable trunk in there, but I've had to put that facing sideways now because, again, these parts would hit it. Even this little sign there had to be moved back a little bit because those detail parts would hit that. The main areas it would catch on and hit were actually those level crossing gates down this one side. So now I've brought the war train out, and this time I've had to change the loco for this, and I'm now using the Batman WD-280, which is in the Desert Sand livery, which is a livery similar to that of the livery worn on the ROD Mogul that you saw earlier. I mean, just look at how nice this train looks, and bear in mind it's not finished yet either. But it's slowly growing. Soon there'll be a nice long war train to run on the layout. So that now brings me to my overall conclusion of the model. And so regardless of the problem I had with this model of these detail parts hitting things, which has now pretty much been sorted now, other than that, it's still a great model. And it really is something different to have on the layout. And it does look a magnificent thing, and I know that they're also bringing out one in a pack, which is in the camouflage livery that comes with an ROD livery Dean Goods, but they're also bringing that camouflage railgun out as a separate item too, and that's something I also plan to get, and I will probably also do a video on that as well, perhaps. But I still definitely recommend this model. I mean, for about 45 quid, or even 44. I think I bought mine for 44 quid, I think. But you know, considering it's around the £40 mark, and considering it's a big piece of rolling stock, which has a lot of detail on it, I think that really is great value for money, I think, for this model. And I certainly think that this is definitely one of Oxford Rail's best models. Possibly even the best rolling stock model that they've made yet. So I do highly recommend that you go out and buy yourself one. So that now brings me to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and check out all my other videos, and I shall see you again soon. Take care.